And those people, if you see them, you see that they are not even a real people that are called by God. And here it's happening, but I think Ghana, as many people know, Ghana is a peaceful country. Yes, Ghana is a peaceful country. But just once in a while, just once one. Yeah.
But y'all don't have anybody in y'all country marching on the streets for things of that sort of just out of order. You don't have that going there in your country right now, do you?
Taking, I didn't get it clearly.
Do you have any problem? Do you have anybody marching in your streets for any justice or anything going on like that in your country right now?
No.
Oh, good, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Praise God for that. Okay. Mr. Simone, can I bring you on for a minute?
Yes.
In the Bangladesh community,
Yes.
I know that prejudice and things of that sort ravages the whole world.
Yeah.
How is Bangladesh? Bangladesh, how are they right now?
Yeah, that is the good news. Bangladesh community, we are the merchants adoption, where they created new version globalmarketaccess.com. This week update Middle East and worldwide global. We are the service and the 100% merchants. We are the very soon and whole product and brand new product and worldwide purchase, because this is the just little rules and condition, and the $25 membership lifetime, and you invite the 25 people, every single person $25 pay for the Bitcoin, and you are the purchase the any brand new product, laptop, iPhone, the LCD camera, all of kind of product that in the Middle East, that Dubai, where the parcel for the courier service. And near soon, this week, where the announcement and the update version. This is the good news. The Bangladesh community all over the world, not only Bangladesh, worldwide, we are the service product for the globalmarketaccess.com. That is the good news.
That's good. That's good. Now about love and respect. That's something I've always heard you say in your broadcast. You know that?
Absolutely.
You've always said that. Always driven that home all the time. That's one of those two things you've always said. Love and respect. And that's what we are in TBC. And I just think we as people on this earth, we got to love and respect each other. And I'm so glad we use those terms and we believe that in TBC, you know?
Yeah.
Given what I see all over the what's going on here in the United States on the news, they showing the video. I mean, it's good video. We see it happening in different states. The technology we have here is really good, so we can see things when incidents happen wrongfully. We catch it immediately, and we can send it around the world fast. And that's why a lot of people knew what happened around the world as within hours after it happened. And so I'm sorry that y'all have to see that in our country. That's why when I was in Africa, I was telling them, as great as we may seem to everywhere around the world, we're not a perfect country. We got our problems too, and it definitely have shown the past week or two. It took a lot, even when this quote pandemic, where we know the real thing. But I'm just saying, but they're not even talking about that as much. They're talking about rights, the rights of people now. That's what's a big thing in the United States. And like I said, there's a lot of Black Americans in the United States. When I say a lot,
I know that right now, the America is a big problem, is a big problem issue, is the effect that Trump and where the situation in the worldwide.
But because I want to say this to you, because a lot of countries follow after our country because we're who we are. I asked the world, okay, while you see what we're going through here, do not mirror the negativism and the looting of the stores and all that crap. Those are not people who are really they try to act like they're angry about what has happened. But we have these groups in the United States. This is their way of saying, okay, we got our chance. We can now do, because we're with the other people who are marching, we can do our thing. See, there are people that want to steal when they get a chance, you know? We have these groups in the United States that do that. So they stay behind the scenes until something happens magnified. And that's they say, oh, this is our chance because they can't catch us because we look just like everybody else. We're just going to do our thing. So I'm just sad that some of the small businesses in the United States are suffering. I saw a lady in, I think she was in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And they said, I've been cleaning all night. They just trashed their business. And that's that. She said, I've been an owner for all these years. You just took away my livelihood. My heart, I just almost shed tears when I hear this lady saying these things. So please ask the world as you see this video, because I'm sorry I wasn't recording early, but I'm recording for a while now. But I'm just saying, the things you see that's negative here, don't mirror that in your country. Don't bring it to your country, because your country, you can't withstand some of the things you see here. You know, you don't have the infrastructure to withstand it. Don't try to mirror what you see in the United States, anything negative. If you see something positive our country doing, then do it. Then mirror that. Don't mirror anything that's going to hurt your country. You know, we have to love and respect each other, not just in TBC, but among the whole human race. We know we know who's in charge of all this stuff. TBC, we know who's in charge of the powers that be. We know we even know that some of their names, but my God. But we here in our place, like Admin says, how to win the war is not physical, not violence. How to win the war is information. Win the information war. Get the word out of what's really going on, and they can't touch you then. See, the internet can be used, it's very powerful if you use it the right way. Don't use it to hurt you, use it to help. So my word today is, let us be respectful to each other as TBCians. Let us be respectful as the human race around the world. And I'm gonna say again, what you see here, don't mirror, do not take that at home in your country. Leave it here. It's gonna go away. America has a history of recovering because of who we are. That's in our whole Pledge of Allegiance and our whole thing. That's what we are about. We are a very strong country, and we can recover almost anything. I'm not saying we're invincible, but we can almost recover anything that comes against us. But because we have the infrastructure in place over the years, we built a strong infrastructure. But at the same time, we cannot let things like certain vaccinations be injected in our bodies, because they have been proven to hurt many children, even in Africa and other countries, when they were given some of these vaccinations. I saw one, even they used to give a vaccination of polio back when I was very young, and they found that caused some of the ingredients causes for polio. My God. So they find all these things because everything's so technical. So the technology is so strong here, even medically. They can find out some drugs that were given years ago was more hurt than good. So don't let like Admin says, don't let anybody inject things in your body at this time right now, because they know how to get to you. They're trying to gain control. It's all about control. And let me share this with you guys. The doctor was telling me today, my mother's female doctor, she's very intelligent. And she said, my God, do you realize that the rich billionaires, the ones that we know about, the committee of 300, do you know? Did they sit back laughing at this? They said, guess what? This confirms it. Those people are crazy. Look at them. So in other words, the people, some of the people on the streets are giving them right what they want. You are who we are. That's why they're saying they are who we thought they were. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't march orderly, but don't get violent. We talked about that in our training. We talked about that all the time. We don't promote violence in TBC. We do it. We're a peaceful organization, a private organization, and we're going to conduct ourselves orderly and be unified. And we're going to push our system of members to 1 billion members and beyond. And literally, the broadcasters are going to be the people up front, along with the weekly meeting hosts. Because you're going to get challenged. A lot of us, I'm looking to get challenged about what is this TBC? What is it all about? And I can answer almost any question they throw at me. You know why? Because my ammunition has been the blog. Has been the blog all this time. I've been a great student of the blog, and I can probably answer any question. You know, I get a lot of people in different parts of Africa hit me up and ask me, friends on Facebook ask me about TBC and this blah, blah, blah. You know my answer to that is, do you ever read the blog? All your answers are right there. If you're on a master document team, do you ever come to a meeting? I don't give them all the answers that's in the blog. I'm not going to do their work for them. You need to redirect them to where the source of it is. So back to what I was saying, let us love and respect each other like we do here in TBC and beyond TBC. You know? That's what I love about our organization. We don't bring that kind of thing in our organization. That will never be a part of us. That's not what we're about in TBC. You know? I know if that had happened, I know a lot of you all would be furious if that had happened to me. I know the whole TBC would have my back. I know that or happened to Mr. Michael or Mr. Simone. If that would happen to any of us three, you got to know we're going to be there for you and your families. You got to know that. But we're not going to do the things we have seen here in the United States. I think, I'm not saying it's all wrong. What I'm saying is I'm against all the violence. That's not the way to solve a problem. You don't solve problems with violence. You can be an orderly protester and not cause any problem. Walking down the streets does not, we've been doing that for years in our country. That's not going to hurt anybody. But you can't be disrespectful to all the cops. You know, although the cops provoke a lot of things, you know, a lot of people I'm going to just share this with you and then I'm going to be ready to end this. But a lot of people of authority are not really the ones that should be in authority because some people take their training and throw that out the window and they become who they really are. And they wear a gun and a badge. You see, y'all, a lot of you may know my background. I was a probation officer for 22 years and I had state and local and federal police I dealt with on a regular basis for 22 years. And so I've had many private talks. You be a good cop. You be a good person because people, remember, the eyes are on you. See, I could talk to them anywhere I want to because I was like their equal. So I just tell people how I feel and they respect me for that. Judges and everybody that I talk to, they're my friends. So let us love and respect each other like we do here in TBC. Even when you are not even talking to someone about TBC, even if that person's not a TBCN, teach them how to love and respect each other. Talk to people about love and respect sometimes. Have conversations with them, you know? And you know what? I'm going to say this last part. we maybe have to go back with what's in our Holy Bible. How Jesus Christ walked the earth. How he was disrespected, but he never stopped of who he was. He never let anybody take him out of his game. He was consistent, obedient to his Father, and he did until his last day on the cross. He didn't have no life in him. Even said they know not what they do. Then he dropped. We know the story. But I just had some feelings about that today, and I want to talk to you guys about it. That's why I asked you those questions about your country, and I'm glad that that doesn't exist in your country. But it's a lot of countries like MB was telling me about is a part, the English part of Cameroon. They fighting, they having problems. I mean, physical violence. The French side is fine. If English speaking people are the ones having problems, some of the English speaking people have to come over to the French side to be safe. I think it's a part of Uganda that's having some problems, I believe. So I know that it exists in Africa. I know they kidnap some countries. They kidnap little kids. Oh, I know all about it. It is not good. That's not love and respect. But sometimes people are taught negativism. They taught that brought up, and that's all they know. It doesn't mean they can't be changed, though. So with that said, folks, I want to thank our two leaders here today. Thank you so much for staying up for my broadcast, Mr. Michael and Mr. Simone. Y'all are really devoted individuals. I love you guys, man. Y'all the wonderful, wonderful people of TBC. Mr. Michael, I love your broadcast, brother. God, you got some good broadcasts. You know, you have all your people there, and
thank you,
for that day you invited me. Thank you so much for inviting me. You can invite me anytime. I would love to come if I'm able.
Okay, even today, I just finished the mass adoption training 1 hour before I saw your post regarding your training.
Oh, good. You had just finished. Wow. Well, I tell you, I can't wait to meet you in person, brother, and see that wonderful country of Ghana. I love my brothers and sisters in Africa, brother. I love you guys, man. I tell y'all some wonderful people. But anyway, Mr. Simone, I'm gonna do everything I can to be. I would not want to miss your 600 broadcast. Make sure that you when you do your broadcast, I know you do it on StreamYard. Make sure you leave your link so we can come up and be a part of it. You know, because I like to really say something positive to you on your broadcast. I wouldn't want to miss that. I wouldn't want to miss that one.
Of course, brother, come with my 600, and Mikhail, brother, you are also invite, and love and respect, and all of guys.
Yeah, we want to see as many leaders there. We want to see many of our leaders there supporting you.
Yeah. This is the history of the day.
Because this is historic. It's historic. It's historic.
History of the day, and we are the hard work in the merchants adoption in the Middle East, in the Dubai. More merchandise is a Dubai and Arab Emirat and the Oman. Also, we are the talk to the shop for the business partner.
Right.
And we are the agree to say product service and TBC. There are the like so much, and they give us the product.
Right.
And just little rules and condition and the fill up, and we are the 100% trusted, and we are the worldwide the service. And we are the focus maybe 600 live broadcasting and say something about discuss. Our merchants adoption very important worldwide.
Well, I tell you what, brother, I'm really looking forward to seeing you there. So, and I want to congratulate you even before you get there, and I would congratulate you on that day, because you're really a hardworking brother. In these broadcasts, you work, and you're doing a great job. Keep it up, and I encourage both of you guys. You know, like I said, admin's gonna want everybody to be broadcasters at some point, and because we're gonna be when we get up in the numbers, we're going to need more broadcasters, because when we get up in the numbers, the world going to see it, know who we're going to identify who we are, and they're going to want to know what we're doing. If anything, be a part of us, you know? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right, folks. Thank you so much for those that came here today, and thank you for this live broadcast. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to do my 608th and get back on schedule. I apologize for not being with you all the last 3 or 4 days. Just tied up doing some other things here. It's gotten very hot here, you know, kind of like it is in Africa. And so we're approaching summertime here now. So we'll see what it's going to be like. But thank you guys for coming at your late hour. I appreciate that. And you all have a great day. Bye-bye, everybody.